Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane, living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Despite lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Despite lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Lies telling you, don't waste it on me.
Hello, 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 everybody. Just getting set up, getting ready. And we are ready to rock and roll. Hope everyone's doing well. Pachu, how's it going? How is it going? Goedenavond, Patje. Maybe that's a bit tight. Jesus Christ. Not at all. What's the matter? What's happened? Not a good night? Are you just feeling tired, or what's the dealio? Evening, Stu. How's it going? It's been a few weeks since we've played this. We need to finish it off. We need to mop it up. We need to get rocking and rolling. There we go. What do we need to do? Okay, orchestrion lines report. Have we finished everything? We can't have. We can't do anything right now because of that. Right, okay, fair enough. Oh dear. Not good. Was that from the gym? Sounds like a muscle strain to me, Pat. Just a muscle strain. Put some ice on it. Have a cold bath or a cold shower. Yeah, it's a muscle strain. or you've slightly torn the ligament. Get some ice on it. If you don't have ice, a bag of frozen peas or frozen veg.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tyres?
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Why does it sound like there's like literally no background music? What's going on here? Well, there is background music on.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up what you can.
Ad break already. Yeah, it's because I had a short intro. Stu. More upper body. Yeah, you'd be surprised how much upper body stuff hurts the lower body.
As the old saying. Take care.
Oh yeah. For Final Fantasy aficionados, you can see the blade on his back is the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII. Oh yeah. I'm just using the Buster Sword as a skin because the actual sword itself isn't that great.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
And everybody here is alright as well. Am I loud enough?
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. Come again. I may have more for you.
Clive. Anything catch your eye? Think you can
No
help?
available quests, okay. And you? I know I'm not allowed to go anywhere yet, but what hunts have you got? Oh, you've got a few hunts, haven't you? But I'll take him on soon. B, I can deal with the B. There's another B. S. A. Right. Come on then, Otto.
Otto, how fares the realm? The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look.
How's your training going anyway, Pat, other than hurting your leg?
The skies are a roiling set.
Have you got your diet sorted for it as well?
And Gav, he's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply though. Do you have any good news? Well, that depends on your definition of good. All right, fine. What do you suggest we do? Oh no, I'm just a messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task.
I might have to change the camera placement depending, because it's been a while, so I keep forgetting what the UI layout's like on here.
Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask. I suppose not.
And if you don't mind, chaps, as always, feel free to share out the link if you don't mind, because
How is it that every one of
I
you
haven't had a
has
chance to do it as yet, and I don't usually post the gameplay ones. I just hope people turn up. I don't want to fill people's timelines up with me just posting about when I'm streaming all the time. I hate these alliance reports.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands
What are you doing
around
tomorrow,
the
Pat?
crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals
Well,
that
what's
filled
tomorrow?
wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks.
Oh,
Just nary a glimmer
happy
of light
birthday, Pat.
to keep the dark at bay.
What plans have you got? Have you got any plans? Are you doing anything for it?
Convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts,
I'd forget my brain if it
magic
wasn't
is like to
built into
fail
my
as
skull.
function. Even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the
Nice,
brink of
nice.
while the tragedy in Twinside has all but
It's times like these that sometimes, Pat, that I wish I lived
Now
closer.
Rapier fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their
If there was a job in the Netherlands that earned me the same amount of money and I had the same amount of
Meanwhile,
working
months
hours,
have
then I
passed.
would move to the Netherlands.
Alheya has been sighted off storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I've said, like, when I retire, my
The reports I've received are considerably
my
more
idea
violent
in my head is when I retire, I'm moving
Without
back to the
protection
Netherlands.
of their nations, it will fall to
If
the
I can move
peoples
back
to defend
beforehand
themselves
because there's an
against
opportunity
those who
arises
seek
that
to
allows
destroy
that
us.
financially, then
Which is
that's what
only
I'll do.
to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Wulu deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Like, don't get us wrong, I love living where I am, but whenever I'm in the Netherlands, it feels more like home than this does. It's always been the same. I feel more at home in the Netherlands than I do here.
Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Is a storm coming soon? Will there be thunder?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? But Ultima was one of the gods responsible.
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Ay, 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 ay.
Ivan's newest dish is a... Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a cashier at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains.
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
What will it be?
Okay, I've got 3 nations to help.
How may I help you today? Of course. One must understand one's place in the world.
We'll start with these chaps. The fucking hell's going on here?
Sid! Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard. Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill.
Oh, well, these are chatting. I'm turning the heating off because it's boiling in here.
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way.
Oh, there we go.
These are cursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. For an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight. My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like
Daz, how's it going, sir?
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
You got to catch up on last night's yet, eh?
Victor, pay Conrad a
Well,
visit.
plenty time.
See if you can't
Plenty time.
convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along. Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Nice one. Nice one. A bit of an easier day to fate tomorrow, is it?
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, Conrad.
A pleasure.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not really bothered about all this. Just get us to the...
can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not, and there's a.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, now.
All right. But you needn't have gone through.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not work.
Well, then go and get the trophies,
She saw
Daz.
right through it. I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good. The rest, my friend, the mistakes I concede are...
That is a lot of faith.
Then it will be...
I thought you will hold them off.
And we will do...
The women folk have come to brokenness.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Yo, Dave, how's it going? How's it going, Davey baby?
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil. Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from
The plan, granted, they don't...
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details?
Remnant 2, how's it going?
We are united,
You enjoying it?
and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Why is everyone getting attacked by bandits? Like, what's this all about?
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said he'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
I know the feeling, Dave.
Those skies
It was the
were
same
what
for me in
happened.
Final Fantasy 16.
Not long after they
But
fell dark, we had our first
all the gameplay streams I'm going to put up over the next week or so is going to be just Final Fantasy 16, so we can get it wrapped up.
The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, there's... What do you think, Clive?
Did we join the fight?
I thought you'd never... Now, where I need you is the fall. Let the men know...
We're on our...
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not.
Not a chance.
Bet you're all ready.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first. Finished.
Is that it?
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best
Got
we
PS5,
stuck
but
together.
your Final Fantasy game's not your cup of tea. I mean, there's not much else coming, to be fair, anytime soon. Unless you're into Helldivers or Souls games.
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send
Unless
them
you've
to
got
the lift.
a backlist of
You can be safe now.
other PlayStation games you need to play through.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield.
Fair enough, Dave, fair enough.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it,
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have? Behind you!
Turtles!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
we can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
I need to book a month off to cap level 105. I'm not even gonna. Daz, I might come back to it again to do the platinum at some point, but I've got to catch up on Alan Wake 2.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again,
I've got to catch up on Avatar, and then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out. Grim Glenn, how's it going?
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade.
Yeah, I've put it on the back burner to finish other games, Glenn, and then I'm coming back to finish it off. I'm like 75% of the way through, so not too long left. Get this beat, then get Alan Wake beat, and then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Mad dogs. The lot of them.
You want Prince of Persia? See, it looks like a cool game, but I'm not paying the money for it. I'm not paying 40 odd 50 quid for Prince of Persia. Not a chance. It's a platformer.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
You're finished. Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
You remember of Gamer Hub? What's Gamer Hub? Yeah, Glenn, it requires a couple of playthroughs to get the plat, and I'm not doing that when there's so many games coming out. It was the same with Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. That required a couple of playthroughs to get the different dresses and to get the different options and to get different quest lines. And I thought, no, I'll just leave it. I'll come back and do that another time.
What did you find out there?
Beasts.
Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Yeah, exactly, Glenn. Exactly. It's a bit big to be doing multiple playthroughs of.
Oscar, over here.
Far too big. Imagine if it asked to do multiple playthroughs of Ragnarok. That's like 70 hours.
It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing.
Oh, nice one there, Daz. Nice one.
Under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are. I mean to say that it's all right. We know what you mean.
When I get the website up and running and start to get a few indie games and things in, will be openings. It won't be paid, but it'll be openings to do some review work and get some free game keys and things.
And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
I get inundated with requests for keys and especially indie games, like thousands, and I just can't cover them.
I would not have it any other way.
First we find Isabel.
Welcome, welcome.
You've a keen eye. An excellent choice. I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood.
And we're next.
I can't do it. I can't. But you can.
The Lord. The Lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count. A Kashik, but...
And what of your mistress? Is she...
Oh, no.
Then we'll look for her there.
Four left for more on the captain's orders.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors. You're a pipe.
Let's just get to the fighting there. Let's get to the fun part.
Did you see? At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
That's better.
see them. With me.
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the
Don't do
is
It's not the mo... Now me. Now, if you don't mind.
Lest you wonder, I'm not, but it has...
And that was the quickest one.
Our friends seem to have things under control.
Right, a little mini side quests out the way of.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
And that's why you wait. Finger flare.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for
Top 5. Oh god, that's it's a big ranking.
and the skies are still kicking the kidneys too.
6 is number 1.
Right.
9 is number 2.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen.
7 is number 3.
Not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now
10 is number 4.
to second guess yourself. Now's the time.
12 is number number 5.
Talia says your brother's awake.
So 6, 9, 7, 10, 12.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him.
Nah, wasn't a big like the only thing that sticks out in the memory for me for Final Fantasy VIII predominantly was that initial Balam Garden beach landing scene from when you do your first mission. Apart from that, the game was alright, but I didn't like it anywhere near as much as I liked those games.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Wasn't a massive Squall Lionheart fan.
Very little.
With his Gunblade.
Despite my best efforts. 18
What's
years
your top 5?
As I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was well in my rescuer's care.
Don't get us wrong, I still own all of the originals.
I've been chasing his shadow.
So I've got one. So I've got the anthology that came out for for PlayStation. So I've got 1 to 5 on there. I've got 6 separately. I've also got 7, 8, and 9 on PlayStation 1. 10 and 12 on PlayStation 2. 11 on PC.
It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason.
14 I haven't bothered playing because again MMOs I didn't really click with 11, so I'll try 14 when it's on Xbox, but I have no reason to download it on PlayStation 5 or PC at the minute.
I wield fire and only fire.
15 on Xbox. 16 on PlayStation, 7 remake. So I do own them all. I've even got Crisis Core coming in the post as well.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit, but they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist.
The only games I haven't tried
Perhaps Ultima has been waiting
are
for
Dirge of Cerebrus
whose potential is truly limitless.
and the new Strangers of Paradise. I'm not really sure on that either.
He, as you say, needs me. Why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
Another thing as well, Glenn, the one of the things that kind of put us off 8 so much was they really went hard on the card game in 8. Like, the card game was a big deal in 8 for some reason. I don't know why. They kind of focused so much on the card game.
Sorry. Inside you.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost.
8, 7, 16, 9, 10, maybe.
Before I meet my own.
That's fair. I also have a guilty pleasure for Final Fantasy 15, although I know a lot of people hate that.
Let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot.
I actually loved 15. I wouldn't go into me top Final Fantasies by any stretch of the imagination. But I still loved Final Fantasy 15. I thought Arden was a brilliant villain. Arden was one of the best villains I've done for a long time.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
No problem, Dazzy.
Well, what's the short of it?
Ty, I told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor.
Yeah, it was definitely a very chilled game. I did beat the giant turtle. I was extremely overpowered by that point. Hey, RSJ, how's it going? I was extremely overpowered by the time I faced the turtle. If I load up my old save now on 15, I am ridiculously overpowered. So it didn't take as long. Took us maybe about 20 minutes to beat the turtle. The giant mountain turtle.
Thanks to her ministrations,
Adamant Ice.
joined my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor
Um,
if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Yeah, Glenn, I liked Final Fantasy 13, but I didn't like 13.2 or 13.3. I thought there was absolutely no need to do that many variances of exactly the same game. And the story got worse as it went on. Like, 13 was good. They ended it in a good place. And it got... And I don't know why they had to do a second and a third.
What am I gonna do? Is everything alright? You seem... Focus. Don't worry. Of course.
Seems the hideaway is
Blasted
lost.
books. Here.
I've never been so...
How are you anyway, RSG? You good?
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not.
Perhaps a visit from...
I don't. They were in the.
Elden Ring. Oh, you're in the mood for a. You're in the mood for a bit of torture.
Lady Cat?
No, me.
You're...
I'm what? No, no.
What do I owe the honor? What do you want? That it? Fine.
Rutherford, where would he be?
Yeah, it is a good looking game.
Do you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Back again? How may I help you today? Study it well, Clive.
Sid!
Hard at your step. All right. Every if this tiny piece.
I have.
She puts them.
That's right.
I remember. You know what? So.
Not about it. These round parts.
I do, but these.
Well, this is called the arm.
You're right.
Oh, good. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts,
I think we've got it.
then here's what we'll do.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me.
That's right.
Her hairs.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Oh, the moon.
Is a storm coming?
Welcome back, Daz.
Will there be?
Well, did you solve the mystery?
it was as you thought. The children had they dismantled them to see how they work.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, she won't. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the
I'm so sorry. I shall see that the...
Please, there's no need. It seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She'd have them follow in her foot.
I see. Sid.
She told me it was because
No.
she's working.
At least that's one side quest done. Okay, so it looks like I have to. I'm not allowed to finish the side quests yet. I have to go to this place first. I'm sure I've got a good load out for the DLC boss. I'll kick his ass, Dazzy baby. Punch him in the face.
It's like a dream.
There we go.
bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with. We've a hard time looking.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping from.
Could be I know something more.
Clive! I found someone who says he's...
Have you?
Go on.
All right. It's like says them all. And you'll that. No.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway.
Good question.
And I'll visit.
All right.
You too, Goods.
Oh, for fuck. Of course I've got to go all the way around just to access the storehouse.
What a mess.
You fought very bravely.
Safety of the town is in our hands.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So,
That's a dire slow, boys.
Really? Okay.
leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Aye, aye, aye.
done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwin finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwin wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goetz. Right now.
Let me guess, I've got to go all the way back around and all the way up the trail.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goose, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goose, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goose, you... If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, that. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
That didn't really sound like the scream of a man that's just had his eye tore out, like.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
That sounded like you just had a really big shit.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind, but that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed the line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? Best we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the...
Remind me never to cross you, Cap.
Oh, for fuck's sake, right. We'll back here and speak to Charon. Finish that mission off, and do the other side quests, and then continue with the story.
Will we ever see the sun again?
Nothing.
There's nothing.
It's over.
Alright, before we continue with side quests and whatnot, I'm just going to take a quick break. Be back in a couple of minutes. We are back. Back once again for the Renegade Master. Or the ill behaviour. Fresh bottle of water. Required. Put that over here for now. There we go. Oh. Right. Let's get back to it. Right. Map. Okay, there's a side quest here as well. We'll get to that. The season pass for what is 17 on the Xbox store? Bloody hell! Where did all this chat come from all of a sudden? I'm sure there wasn't that much chat when I sat down. 40 quid on CD keys, 49 for standing on Xbox, 20 quid on Amazon. Still be that on the 26th. It's been that since last year. Black Friday. Just sent you a link. Yeah, look before you sent it. The season pass 17 quid on Xbox store. Oh. Never been a big wrestling fan, me. As athletic as they are, I can't stand fake fights. I know you'll hate us if I say that, but it is what it is, kids. It is what it is.
My lord Marquis, is that... It is you.
Yeah, I know.
Received my letter.
I'd much rather watch
I
UFC.
am Sebastian Rutherford, Chief Steward.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord.
Of course you watch it legally, Daz.
Tasked with
Of course you
learning
do.
what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystal
2 seconds while I get me pirate hat.
in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos.
You know what I really want for the backdrop of this room? Right, because I've already got...
There is a way to avoid this.
And it's hard to find actually now, believe it or not. So I've already got Kratos' axe here.
That sounds like...
Ideally what I want is I'll put Interstellar somewhere else. Because I've got Interstellar on the wall here. Thanks, Stu, again. But I want Cloud's Buster Sword as a prop. And I also want either the Gears Lancer or the Halo Energy Sword. And I'm edging towards the Gears Lancer.
Trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them?
And I don't really care about a Nintendo prop.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way.
I hope they get this TV fixed on Thursday when the engineer comes.
Pray for your success and safety.
Daz, believe it or not, the wall mounts for the consoles are actually pretty cheap, you know. Oh, for fuck, back to Dalimil again. You lot taking the piss. Like, the wall mount for the Switch was like 20 quid or something. Nah, Stu, it's mainly because I can't sit back and just enjoy playing games on the TV at the minute, because obviously it's like a tint of blue.
It's not going to be easy.
So it looks like really weird.
Republic. Let's hope someone
So when I'm chilling, at the minute when I'm chilling, I have to sit at the desk as opposed to just sitting on the sofa to play any of the consoles, which I'd rather not do. I'd rather it just be on the TV.
Anything I can interest you in?
Not a platinum sword, that's for sure. I'm not paying this much for like music tracks, like 50,000 and 40,000. Are you having a laugh?
My thanks. Here you are. My thanks. Thank you kindly. Pleasure trading with you. Fare you well.
Yeah, it's just nasty to look at the minute.
I don't see your master here, so you can...
Please! These men are trying to...
I'll deal with this.
You that one's...
Or you can...
He hasn't had many visitors.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but...
Much as...
You've seen this kind of...
Many times.
I'm really not bothered about any of these side quests, like...
Not at all.
You know, this is what I... Like, Daz, you'll agree, this is what I like about the original Final Fantasies. They didn't have any of this fluff. They didn't have any of this side quest nonsense. Like, the most you got was a couple of mini games. And you were more inclined to play the mini games in the older ones because they're like, they give you like fucking specific materia.
Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Let the dame hear you say that.
Or rare materia that you couldn't get anywhere else. Like there was a reason to do it.
So,
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy. Finished.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
this looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over... When I said...
My uncle said... I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
What about the PlayStation 1, Dazzy baby? What about the PlayStation 3? What about the Xbox 360?
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim...
You're gonna have to deal with ads then, lads. And that's not my choice. That's just Twitch.
Free her, we must work quickly.
Sorry, kids.
And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Patcher stole this month's Prime, but did he? Nah, I let him off. I let him off. Oh, guess what, guys? I got my first Twitch payment. It was a whopping £32 the other day. Woohoo!
There were ghosts at the gates, not days.
You needn't fret. The creatures...
No, he didn't miss anything. I'm doing side quests, Dad, so you're definitely not missing anything at the minute.
You heard the herald.
Aye, big 32 beans. I can get some fucking butter with that.
Find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow
Shoot myself
flowers.
some Lurpak, you know, I'm posh.
Easy enough to spot. This must be our way then. Right. Let's get this over with. That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe.
Was it at your parents' house like that? Is that what happened with the when they've upgraded the TV? You've just got that back.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
And what precisely will And here we have it. Fried Mortress of Skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit.
And rightly.
Bloody hell.
So, not fit for consumption then.
What? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost... It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flame.
I think he likes it.
I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking.
Decent. Sit.
Might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback...
I'll give it some thought.
Thank God that nonsense is over with. I can't even remember, like, Daz, I've done all the side quests. I can't remember when, has she opened to this side thing yet?
Let me tell you.
All right.
Them rumours might be... You see, they were at some witnesses.
Was it?
He was true to his word, and all. Told me about it. Said that...
Why,
but I can't see that. Clive. Go on, then. Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Margaret. No. Go on, then. Do us proud.
Right, well, I obviously haven't unlocked that yet, so...
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
I just wondered which, how far in advance, because I always do, as you know, I do all the side quests anyway, so I guess I've just got to keep checking back to see whether or not I've got far enough.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. How are you doing? Here you go.
Oh, I'm getting to that anyway, man. I don't need to go and... What about you?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. All done?
To be fair, Daz, that's the only way to play old consoles, because old consoles on new TVs look absolutely terrible. Old consoles on old TVs look good.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
No, mate, you're miles away.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly. With a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Poor chocobos. Yes, I like the movie Ted.
You're injured.
I like Ted 2 as well. It's easy watching, don't take it too seriously, and you'll have fun.
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one.
I'll go.
There's a Ted TV show?
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. Or with the
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brother. Tabor is...
Is that it?
You seem...
You must...
Son of a whore! I was there! In Kosnis when you killed my brothers!
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I, Ben.
What of my ill will?
Fine. If you insist.
For Tyson!
state to fight. And this should be easy for you. Come on. Kill me!
For what? The sins of your master. You and I have no quarrel, and I will not strike a man who cannot defend himself.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
If you insist. If you insist. Ay, ay, ay. Can I go back and kill him? Boring.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Crystal Chronicles was brilliant as well, Daz. I remember that and I loved it. I wish I had still had my GameCube, to be fair, because I did love that. If you haven't played...
It is an honor.
Daz, if you haven't played Star Fox Adventures, I recommend
Knight
it.
of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua.
Nah, I don't want an emulator.
The flame of the Phoenix.
If I was playing GameCube, I'd rather just play GameCube.
Of course.
Like the original.
Makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir.
Can I skip this?
Served our family for generations.
Nope. Okay.
Be it from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar.
Yeah, no, Daz. I'll pick one up eventually. I need to get need to pick up a whole bunch of old consoles for display.
Recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waluda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them?
But the only next console I want is an upgraded Switch.
Galleon sails up at
That's all I want. Just an upgraded Switch.
Barnabas.
This one's on its last legs. One of the controllers doesn't work, so I've got to use a Pro controller.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
Which means I can't use it in handheld mode, I have to use it in dock mode.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Mario Kart is fun, Daz, to be fair.
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic.
Nah, not the modern Zeldas, Stu. They're not worth it. They're overhyped, in my opinion.
The heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Walud. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you. has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Here, take a look at my wares. Of course. Anything else? It's a deal. Got anything else for me? Ah, not bad. Go safely.
Up
opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold? Is that figuring? What? I eagerly.
Beneath the flood, yes.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. You there! Finally,
Is something wrong? Climb the stairs.
The three of them, to be precise. I'm here, namely.
I can't.
Right, kids, I'm going to leave the stream here for today because we're starting to get into side quest territory again. But we'll be streaming again tomorrow. Like I say, we're doing Final Fantasy for every stream until we finish it, so I don't need to do like super long streams every time. I can just do like 3 hours at a time. We're on to 2 hours 40 minutes ish now anyway for this stream. So we've done a fair chunk. It's just that it's been blighted by longer cutscenes and sections to look at there. So yeah, we'll be jumping back on again tomorrow. Pick up from right here. And we'll get this bad lad done hopefully by the end of the week, and then we'll start again. We'll start Alan Wake 2 from scratch, so everybody can see the beginning all the way through, and we'll play that on stream until Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Or unless I finish it earlier, in which case we'll stream something else. But yeah, we'll do that. But I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight, chaps. And anybody watching after the fact, I hope you enjoyed it too. We'll be back on again, like I say, tomorrow. Same time, 8 o'clock, for another stream. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Like, share and subscribe and all that jazz. Have an awesome evening, gents. And see you tomorrow. Toodles.
Ice and flames call my name. I freeze, I burn, I blame. I love, I hate the same. On my face, I cannot hide from the mistake my parents made. I'm never moving on. Not made from love, a remnant of a selfish motive. Was I needed? Do I need it to go wrong? Polarized, inherent pain pumping through my veins. Ice and flames call my name. I freeze, I burn, I blame. I love, I hate the same. If I embrace the side of me, I only fuel the fire. But is it wrong for me to fight against the balance of my power? History in halves, one brain. I will break the chain. Moeru らめこると僕 と嫌いにいる